the work we all do, but to also raise awareness for the profession and help the public make a connection between the amazing public and private spaces they enjoy and the landscape architects who design them. Watch out for Will.am posts and events on social media, and please share it with this year's hashtags Will.am2020 and Life Grows Here. In an effort to improve how our chapter serves our members, I'm so very pleased to announce that later tonight at 12 p.m., the rebrand and refresh of our chapter's website will go live. Over the past year, the chapter has been working to create a website that provides a fresh, modern look and provides resources through a clean, simplified user interface. We're incredibly excited for the launch, and we hope that the ASLA-NCC website can become a go-to resource for you. Please take a look later tonight, explore, and let us know what you think. Also, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the efforts of Carolyn Arazi and Laura Luer for the complete dedication to updating the website. Thank you both. And lastly, as we respond to shelter-in-place orders and various public health guidelines, the chapter is pivoting to online events, providing resources online through our website, and creating ways to facilitate digital connections and interactions in our community. We may not know what lies ahead, but your ASLA chapter will continue to support you and provide resources in any way we can. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Carmen Erasmus, one of our chapter CC ASLA representatives.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. Great. My name is Carmen Erasmus, and I'm your California Council President. As a reminder, the California Council of ASLA, CC-ASLA, monitors key legislative issues throughout the state, including water and other natural resources, small business growth and development, transportation, parks, and other infrastructure issues. We also work with LATC to promote consumer protection and ensure the public is aware of the benefits of licensure. Representatives from all 4 California chapters, Sierra, San Diego, Southern, and Northern, meet once a month to discuss and track legislative issues. California has the most chapters of any state, so we benefit by combining and coordinating our efforts. And because we have so many CC-ASLA members, we are able to track all proposed state and assembly bills that may impact our profession. In particular, this past year, CC-ASLA directors targeted efforts to expand pathways to licensure without diminishing the value of undergrad and graduate degrees in landscape architecture. We also retained a new lobbying firm, EGRS, Edelstein, Gilbert, Robson, and Smith, that is providing timely updates on key legislation. EGRS helped CC-ASLA lobby to retain the LATC during the legislative sunset review. This past year as president, I had the pleasure to attend the ASLA Advocacy Summit in Salt Lake City, Utah. The summit included representatives from 31 chapters and ASLA national staff from governmental affairs. While the summit focused on strategies for defending licensure, which continues to be a challenging effort for many states, we also talked about specific state issues and how national can support us at the state legislature level. Interestingly, a lot of state chapters only have one advocacy member for the entire state and no lobbyists, which becomes an immense responsibility for individuals to defend bills that are attacking our profession. We are so fortunate that we have so many CC-ASLA members that are involved in advocating for our profession and continue to protect licensure. And finally, as always, you can find more information about what we do on the CC-ASLA website. You can find our 2019 summary report of bills that we tracked last year at cc-asla.org. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Carmen. So each year, the Chapter Awards program provides the opportunity to celebrate the outstanding work of our members in the Bay Area landscape architecture community. The awards program would not be possible without the support of our corporate sponsors, and we'd like to take a moment to thank them. So thank you to our platinum sponsor, Cold Spring, our gold sponsors, Park West Landscape Construction, Beta Planning and Landscape Architecture, Delta Bluegrass, Victor Stanley, Magdalene Site Furnishings, and MMCite, Specified Play Equipment, And our silver sponsors, Bellegarde, Devil Mountain Wholesale Nursery, Compan, Landscape Forums, Miracle Play Systems, Rainbird, Turnasol Siteworks, and Village Nurseries. The ASLA-NCC Awards program consists of 3 levels of awards: the Award of Excellence, Honor Awards, and Merit Awards. This year, we received 54 award submissions, and from this extraordinary collection of work, the jury recognized 15 projects with Merit Awards, 3 projects with Honor Awards, and 1 Award of Excellence. In acknowledgement of the broad scope and scale of the professional practice today, the 2020 call for entries included 3 new categories for community impact, urban design, and small projects, on top of our existing 6 categories. This year, we had a fantastic, robust jury, and we'd like to take a moment and thank them for their service to the chapter and the community. Lastly, thank you to our amazing and dedicated awards committee who put together this entire program. A huge thank you to Elizabeth Boltz, Carmen Erasmus, and Monique Bagley. And now, to begin the awards presentation, allow me to again introduce Carmen.
Great. Hope you can hear me again. I'd like to kick off the first award in the category of Student Entry, Community Impact. The Merit Award goes to Lakeview Summit Steps, Gonzalo Manucci, UC Berkeley Extension. The design of the Lakeview Summit Community Green Space is driven by core community values in the areas of accessibility, safety, and ecological improvement. A community group of San Francisco's Ocean View neighborhood organized to activate an undeveloped city plot under the purview of San Francisco's Public Works Department. Over a 2.5-year period, the student volunteer conducted site analysis, led workshops to educate and engage the community, and completed conceptual and schematic designs for the site. The volunteer group secured approval from the mayor, and the project will receive 100% funding, $1.2 million from the District Supervisors Fund. The project is now in design development. Congratulations, Gonzalo Manucci. Yay!
In the category of Student Entries, Analysis and Planning, the Merit Award goes to Resilient Shoreline, San Leandro Bay Sponge City. Sichun Rita Legi, Academy of Art, University. Today, sea level rise due to global warming is threatening coastal cities and the people who live there. By 2100, the sea level rise and storm surge are projected to generate at least a 6-foot water level change in San Francisco Bay. Over time, from filling the bay, San Francisco Bay lost 95% of its marshland ecology that once acted naturally as a sponge to absorb water. Without the natural ecology, the rising tide will erode the city and human life. This proposal used San Leandro Bay as a prototype to study a long-term sustainable and resilient solution that could be applied to the entire San Francisco Bay Area to resist the threat of sea level rise. The strategies focus on protection, adaptation, and restoration. Congratulations.
Yay.
In the category of small projects under $150,000, the Merit Award goes to An Homage to Maybeck, Jan Longwell McDonald. Designed by Bernard Maybeck in 1906, the house illustrates the architect's arts and crafts style that became the signature design aesthetic for the La Loma Park neighborhood and the surrounding North Berkeley region. Since little of his original garden was intact, the landscape design developed from the study of his historic architecture and landscape designs. As evident in the house, the garden expresses his eclectic design style, his complex layering of architectural lines, his love of nature and organic materials, and his use of heavy timber redwood, colored stucco walls, and reflective water pools. Congratulations, Longwell McDonald.
Yay.
Next slide. In the category of community impact. Advance the slide. The merit award goes to USGSA San Francisco Federal Building Plaza, Georgia Sarkin Smith Group. The GSA is seeking to explore emergent models for possible futures for the Federal Plaza. The approach established a framework for programmatic flexibility and not a physical design solution. This approach represents a new replicable model to reimagine public space through community engagement at challenging sites within the city. Congratulations, Georgia Sarkin from Smith Group. Yay!
Yay.
In the category of urban design, the Merit Award goes to Blue Kunshan, a livable innovative district. Fred Liao, Kit Wang, and Shish Lin Liang, Plot Studio INC. Kunshan West is emerging as a new innovative district from the city of Kunshan and is experiencing rapid growth driven by a booming tech industry. With a strong history of waterfront living, the city of Kunshan is looking for public realm strategies and solutions to address the mounting pressures of accelerated urbanism and a rising population. The vision of Blue Kunshan is to transform Kunshan West into a livable, innovative district through effective integration of landscape infrastructure that prioritizes ecology, recreation, and culture. By designing activated green streets, sustainable corridors of canals and parks, and a district-wide identity that reflects the district's industry of ingenuity, the master plan comprehensively merges all layers of public realm to form Kunshan West into a vibrant and ecological mixed-use district. Through these integrated and sustainable initiatives, Kunshan West has the capability to support expanding growth, as well as maintain the city's deep-rooted relationship with water. Congratulations, Plot Studio INC.
Yay.
In the category of design, parks, recreation, trails, and open space, the Merit Award goes to Sun City Tower Kobe, a celebration of life rises between mountain and sea. John Loomis, Shuntaro Yahiro, Taizo Horikawa, and Ayaka Matthews, SWA Group. One block from the port of Kobe, on a tree-lined boulevard that includes the Hyogo Prefectural Museum of Art and several national museums, a stunning life plan retirement community, Sun City Tower Kobe, joins world-class cultural architecture in a new district, HAT Kobe. Conceived after the Kobe earthquake of 1995, HAT, or Happy Active Town, replaced heavy industry with a vibrant community of residential, cultural, and institutional development, a symbol of recovery for the Kansai region. A new addition to HAT Kobe, Sun City Tower Kobe adds a highly desired and missing component in the residential mix, senior living. Encouraged by other high-rise residential developments rising in Kobe after the devastating earthquake, Sun City decided to create a vertical community to take advantage of breathtaking views of Mount Roko to the north and Kobe Harbor to the south. With this change, a collaborative design vision implemented through site planning, building massing, and landscape design created an iconic flagship life plan community celebrating the elements of mountain, city, and sea that make Kobe vibrant and unique. Congratulations, SWA Group.
In the category of design residential, the Merit Award goes to Sentinel Ridge, Dave F. Roche, Roche & Roche Landscape Architecture. This spectacular property overlooking an open space reserve and the Napa Valley is mostly forested and steeply sloped, not suited for the top-tier production vineyard and home the client desired. At the top of the property, a few acres of gently sloping but rocky clearing showed potential. Initial ripping for the vineyard revealed that a shallow rock shelf along the margin between the clearing and the forest, and it was determined the buildings could sit on this shelf, preserving the farmable acreage for the vineyard. The architect designed 3 linear gabled buildings and suddenly staggered and stitched them together with steel arbor colonnades to create a series of landscape and hardscape spaces, allowing for intimate engagement with the native forest landscape as well as the vineyard. A light touch of native boulder placement and mostly native palette of shrubs and grasses blurs the edges between natural and man-made. A system of trails through the forest connects the destination fire pit and a native meadow to the compound, the vineyard, and turn of the last century stone quarry. Congratulations, Roche and Roche Landscape Architecture.
Yay!
Yay.
In the category of design residential, the Merit Award goes to the Taffy House, Demir Herdich, DHD Demir Herdich Design. Nestled in the cities of the Silicon Valley with fantastic views of the San Francisco Bay, the Taffy House landscape design is simple, modern, and inviting, in perfect harmony with the native oaklands of Los Altos Hills. The vast majority of the 10-acre site is untouched and preserved. The new house was constructed on a 33% slope, and the constructed landscape was limited to areas around the house. The design approach created a playful juxtaposition between the gnarly native oak backgrounds and a straight, geometrically constructed landscape. Steel was a dominant material for low retaining walls, which bend and form floating benches and stairs. Stepped approaches limited the turf area from outdoor functions and children's play, and a deck allows for family gathering and outdoor dining. Other elements of the design include a modern koi pond, a gate and fence, and a vertical art installation, all made out of steel. Congratulations, DHD Demir Herdich Design.
Yay.
In the category of design residential, the Merit Award goes to Coast Ridge Residence, Scott R. Lewis, Scott Lewis Landscape Architecture. This hillside property evokes the natural character of an adjoining 90-acre oak woodland regional preserve. Eschewing fencing and lawn, the texture design uses native plantings throughout a contemporary compound of interlinked residents and studios. The horticulturalist owner envisioned a landscape that welcomed wildlife, provided habitat, and offered an opportunity to experiment with the diversity of regional plantings. Rainwater harvesting, permeable surfaces, drought-tolerant plants, and a graywater irrigation system enforce the goal of conserving resources, resulting in landscape irrigation that uses only 33% of its county-mandated allotment. An insulating roof garden of native grasses and wildflowers blends the shed-style architecture with the site. Reflecting the client's artistic interests, a sculptural planting bed of rough-hewn stone frames their extensive succulent collection in the central courtyard. Thoughtful siding preserved a manzanita grove, safeguarded existing oaks, and framed wide views from both winding paths and interior spaces. This property now seamlessly blends with its majestic surroundings at both ground and roof levels, respecting and extending the qualities of the neighboring open space preserve. Congratulations, Scott.
Congrats. In the category of design residential, the honor award goes to Run Let's Go Associates for the Portola Valley residence. Tucked into a grassy hillside in Portola Valley, a California town at the edge of a coastal mountain range, this modest residence honors the surrounding landscape and provides spaces for the family of 5 to gather and play. The project includes a 3-bedroom house, a small guest house and studio, pathways, parking, a backyard terrace, and gardens that unobtrusively maintain the natural landscape character. To this end, the gardens and gathering spaces connect the house to the site and create outdoor rooms to occupy without distracting from the natural beauty of the open hillside. The planting design is restrained, exploring subtle transitions that effectively blur boundaries between naturalistic California, quote, garden and contextual plant communities, in this case, naturalized annual grasses. The resulting home and gardens feel bound to the hillside and anchored by a calm sense of place. Congratulations from Let's Go Associates. Yay!
In the category of general design, the Merit Award goes to Monterey Conference Center's Portela Plaza, Gary L. Strang, GLS, Landscape Architecture. 2 hours south of San Francisco, between the historic fabric of Monterey Bay, Canaries, and downtown Monterey, lies an urban renewal site which has just been transformed. Cleared in the 1970s for a hotel conference center and a city garage complex, Portela Plaza has become the living room of the city. In order to continue to serve downtown retail and attract local, regional, and international visitors, the city initiated the renovation of the conference center and plaza, which now provides state-of-the-art conference facilities and flexible space for civic events, while continuing to serve the city garage, hotel drop-off, and downtown retail. Located just steps from the Customs House Plaza, California's oldest public building built by the Mexican government, the plaza employs highly crafted modern masonry, metal materials, and lighting, with curveless detailing for maximum programmatic flexibility. It is one of the most complete shared auto and pedestrian spaces in the West. The shared plaza continues to serve as a high-volume pedestrian link between downtown Monterey and the waterfront, and is a significant engine for Monterey's economic vitality. Congratulations, GLS Landscape Architecture.
Yay!
In the category of general design, the Merit Award goes to Menlo Place Office Park, Stefan Twilo, Twilo Associates, Ltd. Prior to renovation, this site was an outdated corporate campus of 4 two-story buildings serving a range of tenants. The landscape consisted of lawns and curving paths with few usable exterior spaces for social activities or communal gathering. The design reconceptualized the landscape as an element of equal importance to the buildings, with its own striking, timeless identity. The renovated landscape also provides a clear, readable framework for moving cars and people. Within this context, new spaces for social activities, contemplation, and inspiration are defined by curving lines of planting and landform. Custom sculptural elements make subtle connections to the distinctive San Francisco Bay environment and support the site's new visual identity. Congratulations, Stefan.
Yay! In the category of general design, the Merit Award goes to the Bay Bridge Pedestrian Piers, Upcycling Infrastructure for Everyone, Blake Sanborn, AECOM. In an era where aging infrastructure is terming out across our country, this project demonstrates how the funds earmarked for decommissioning old structures can be better spent modifying them to provide social, ecological, and economic benefits. When the new eastern span of the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge opened to the public over the 2013 Labor Day weekend, demolition of the original east span began almost immediately, starting with the removal of the above-water steel superstructure and followed by the implosion of the marine foundations. As demolition of the eastern span progressed, one waste-reducing idea gained traction: to retain and repurpose select bridge foundations to serve the public. Our design team was engaged to conceive, design, and oversee construction of 2 new public access piers using these remnants. The resulting project upcycles existing bridge foundations and salvaged steel from the old Bay Bridge for public benefit. The project also expands the Bay Trail network along both the Oakland and San Francisco shorelines to provide waterfront access to the underserved communities. Congratulations, Blake Sanborn with AECOM. Yay!
In the category of general design, the honor award goes to New Stanford Hospital, Gary L. Strang, GLS Landscape Architecture. The new Stanford Hospital sets a bold new global standard for healthcare facilities, prioritizing a landscape-driven and human-centered design to revolutionize the patient experience. While at the forefront of technological innovation and seismic standards, the hospital also prioritizes a novel approach to the landscape. 4 acres of healing gardens are informed by the therapeutic power of nature, providing a solace to patients and families, and offering healthcare workers a healthy and restorative workspace. This allows the facility to integrate a holistic approach to wellness, addressing social, emotional, and physical needs simultaneously. This hospital's open spaces are designed to be fully integrated into California's landscape, drawing on the history of Santa Clara Valley agriculture and connecting visually to the larger Stanford University built environment. Congratulations, GLS Landscape Architecture.
In the category of analysis and planning, the Merit Award goes to Reimagining the Rural Landscape in Chongming Island, Master Plan and Guidelines for 3 Suburban Parks, Jiaoji Jacques Wu, SWA Group. As the world's largest estuary alluvial island and the 3rd largest island in China, Chongming Island has great significance for the regional ecology of the Yangtze River Delta. As part of a planning effort to create a world-recognized eco-island, the city of Shanghai zoned 3 parcels of land with a total area of more than 14,800 acres as a strategic open space reserve. Leading a multidisciplinary planning team and working with government, stakeholder developers, and local communities, the landscape architect reimagined these 3 parcels of land as a new open space paradigm in Chongming. From a landscape with vulnerable ecology to parks that embrace rich biodiversity. From low efficiency, single function farming to multi-program agriculture, from low income, hollowed out villages to robust, economically sustainable communities. The guidelines set forth in this master plan establish a vision for a bright future, a rural revitalization that addresses the critical environmental, social, and economic issues that people collectively face in China. Congratulations, SWA Group.
In the category of analysis and planning, the Merit Award goes to Civic Center Modernization Master Plan, Todd Coley, Smith Group, and the City of Sunnyvale. The Sunnyvale Civic Center Modernization Master Plan redefines the connection between the city's civic campus and the community that it serves. Located in the heart of Silicon Valley at the crossroads of 2 busy thoroughfares, the City of Sunnyvale was looking to reimagine its 24-acre car-centric campus into a model of public access and sustainability. With the guiding principles of serving, welcoming, and leading the community, the design team set out to create a master plan centered on improving the user experience, increasing civic engagement, and evoking community pride. Through cutting-edge sustainable site and architecture design, with a keen focus on preserving and restoring the campus's natural assets, the master plan leads the city into a renewed and renewable future. The multidisciplinary design team, led by landscape architects, reclaimed the civic campus for its users, turning a vehicle-oriented campus into a people-oriented destination that welcomes and serves the community. Congratulations, Todd Coley, Smith Group, and the City of Sunnyvale. Yay!
In the category of analysis and planning, the honor award goes to Heartwood Greenways and Stormwater Master Plan, David Meyer, Meyer Studio Land Architects. In 2019, a series of unprecedented floods ravaged East Nebraska and the greater Omaha metropolitan area. Estimated damages ranged upward of $1.3 billion. Farms were shuttered, families lost homes. Disastrous flooding is becoming the new normal of a changing climate, a problem exacerbated in this region by sprawling urbanization that increases impervious runoff and associated flood level peaks flows. The Heartwood Greenways and Stormwater Master Plan, which anchors a 500-acre development in Omaha, Nebraska, is designed to help protected adjacent communities and farms by mitigating future extreme weather events. This greenway system is defined by a series of meticulously crafted water detention basins, both functional and beautiful. The project celebrates the progress of capturing rainfall, and conceives this network of detention basins as a sculptural park. The project explores an expanded role for the design of climate infrastructure, wherein these systems are designed to make legible our changing planet while serving to mitigate the disastrous impact of these changes. Congratulations, Meyer Studio Land Architects.
Congrats.
In the category of research and communications, the Merit Award goes to Rise Up, Kevin Conger, CMG, Landscape Architecture. Rise Up is one of the first communication tools that raises awareness regarding sea level rise adaptation. Through a series of community-based processes, Rise Up can be applied to specific regions to identify assets and vulnerabilities and foster conversation around sea level rise adaptation scenarios. Rise Up is both effective and novel. Sea level rise information spans from science and data at a global and geological scale to the mapping of site-specific assets within a community and their vulnerability under various sea level rise scenarios. The most engaging communication component is the Rise Up Game of Tides, an interactive planning game that facilitates conversation for community members as they plan for sea level rise scenarios. This hands-on game overlays various adaptation tools onto plans to develop either a 3-foot or 6-foot sea level rise scenario. Rise Up is designed to foster conversation among a community, not to arrive at a final solution. Participants engage in discussions with their neighbors around which community assets are most important and what added benefits they would like to see with sea level rise adaptation. Congratulations, Kevin.
Yay! Which leads us to our final award of the night in the category of research and communication. The Award of Excellence goes to WXLA Cinda Gillian Reed Gillian. WXLA emerged from a panel at the ASLA National Convention in the fall of 2018 as a gender justice advocacy initiative in landscape architecture, raising awareness of the challenges that prevent women from reaching their potential and providing inspired ideas and new models. WXLA's initiatives include the first ever Women's Landscape Equality Resolution, WXLA Instagram campaign, the WXLA Scholarship, and 2 social media takeovers. In addition, through nascent in its life as an advocacy organization, WXLA has been featured in numerous national and international publications, including Landscape Architecture Magazine, World Landscape Architecture Magazine, and The Dirt. A mobilized and empowered movement, WXLA is providing a voice for women in the profession, a mechanism for enacting change, and an inspiration to legacy and next generation practitioners alike. The jury praised the submission as an effective communication on many levels, citing its engaging and consistent message as a, quote, genius approach to where the profession needs to go. Thank you to everyone and all the winners. Yay!
All right, congratulations to all the winners. Let's hear it from each one of your living rooms for everyone who submitted and won an award tonight. I encourage everyone to visit the new ASLA-NCC website tomorrow to take a look at some more images and read more information about all the stunning award-winning projects.
Bravo!
Again, big thank you to all on the chapter awards committee. The awards program is a massive effort, and it wouldn't be such a success without the tireless effort of all those involved. So again, thank you so much. And on behalf of the Northern California chapter of the ASLA, we appreciate your attendance this evening, your participation in our community, and we look forward to getting together in person, hopefully not too far in the distant future. And I hope everyone stays well and healthy, and happy World Landscape Architecture Month. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks. It's great to see everyone.
Bye.
Stay well, stay healthy.